Freshwater mussels are a key piece of every freshwater ecosystem. Freshwater mussels, also known as Unionidae, consist of two hard shells on both sides with a soft body and a foot inside. The foot comes out when the mussel needs to move around. They are a part of the mollusk family, which means both physically and biologically they are similar to marine mussels, clams, snails, and even octopus.
Freshwater mussels are usually used as water quality filters that create new habitats and clean existing water habitats. They filter water rapidly, which is why river ecosystems are so desperate for mussel survival. This has been strained mostly by habitat destruction. The destruction of freshwater habitats can come from several things, primarily being dam construction.
Dam construction is a huge piece of destroying mussel habitat. Another thing contributing to mussel habitat destruction is pollution. Both of these are a huge issue for freshwater mussels as they completely shatter the habitat that not only freshwater mussels reside in, but the host fish, which mussels reproduce as well. With dams being built all over the country, host fish and mussels have a hard time migrating up and down streams while going through the ducts, which is very difficult to do. Without mussels, which are a keystone species essential to their environment, habitat destruction will be an issue for other species.
Mussels need to reproduce, and to do so, they need a host fish. Mussels bait and host fish then latch onto them, releasing parasitic larvae into the gills that grow within them. Eventually, they'll become too heavy to hang on to the gills and will be dropped off at a later time in a different location.
Host fish aren't one particular species of fish, but rather a catalog of small fish species, small enough to be captured by the mussels. Mussels are a less commonly talked about endangered species, probably because, to most people, they aren't very exciting.
That being said, since they are a keystone species, the removal would be severely damaging to the freshwater ecosystem they reside in. Mussels are already being used for other important purposes, such as in-water treatment plant located in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
The mussels are being used as freshwater quality sensors, which is basically an easier way to treat drinking water than chemicals. Around 10 mussels are in a tank which is being fed Minneapolis drinking water in real time. Sensors are attached to the mussels, and if they close up, that's an early warning if something like oil has contaminated the water.
As young people, we have a knack with social media that many adults do not have. So the best thing we can do is to promote protection by not only posting on social media, but promoting or even showing a protest to stop the construction of dams. A thing we have as young people, especially in Minnesota, is joining activist groups such as Freshwater Society.
These groups offer programs like the Water Steward program, which sends people to install or plan projects, such as rain gardens, rain barrels, cisterns, or permeable driveways. They also prevent hundreds of gallons of contamination stormwater from entering our watersheds in Minnesota.
Freshwater ecosystems are a huge piece of our life as Minnesotans, so letting mussels go extinct means that we're not only going to be losing a huge piece of our lives, but also dooming our future if we don't do everything we can to stop it.